It was a cold, dark night. No one knew the trouble that was going to be happening. But sure enough, she walked into the room and the whole place stood still. We've never seen a woman with those kinds of legs before. We've seen them with 2, but not with 3. It was quite the sight, especially at this time of era. What is this, 1945? That sounds about right. But nothing was going to stop this dame from finding the man that she was looking for. But that's a story for another time, another place, another century. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for those blues fans out there, tonight, 2017 will be ending. 2018 is going to shine a whole mess of shit on top of us. But that's okay, because we're gamers, and we know how to handle a shitstorm, don't we? We do. But as we roll away into 2018, let's go ahead and start a DCUO podcast. And remember, 2017. Hello, cool cats and itty bitty doggies. Alright, we're gonna stop that. I can't focus. I can't focus. There's no focusing that. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? Hope everyone had a great Friday. I'm off for the next 3 days, so I'm happy. I'm also trying to be energetic as much as possible. So, tonight, we haven't had a DCUO podcast in, forever. And 2017 is ending, and I felt it'd be appropriate on Friday. Yes, big face. Thank you, Arwen. It's such a compliment, I think. It's really cold up there in Canada. Well, you heard that, folks. We gotta go burn Canada. We need to burn it down. Get them some warmth. We'll do it. The green screen is working. It's working. It's just there's nothing back behind me. There's nothing there. Like, seriously, hold on. Mouse. There is nothing but the blackness of death. So I just have it off. But it's okay. It's okay. Negative 41 point... No. Fahrenheit? What the fuck is that? Who uses Fahrenheit? We're Celsius, right? Yeah, we're Celsius. Celsius. So tonight, it might be a long stream, but that's what's going to happen. Be a long show. We're just going to sit here and talk about 2017, the good, the bad, and of course, as we always do in these year-end reviews, we're going to go through the forums, look at all the announcements, and no, I don't have them all queued up because I was busy at work today, and I found, I did math. I did some Excel sheet stuff, so you know, it's whatever. So we're going to talk about 2017. We're also going to hit the wish list of 2018. So if you guys have your wish lists, go ahead and get those prepared. Go ahead and write some notes. I got 3 notes. Again, work was really busy, and I did not have time to write things down. And of course, I did get. I did dev math. I work because I do the shield numbers. No one else was doing shield numbers. No one else posted it. I didn't post them on the forums, but I did post them on our Discord channel, which you should join, by the way. We are a fun group of people. We are. So I mean, the Tempest Guard shield for water dropped. It is super nerfed. Not sure why. I need to reread the patch notes again to figure out why it was nerfed for whatever reason. But just me by myself testing the shield numbers, it's weak. It is very weak. It's actually now the weakest shield that we have. So, hope everyone's happy, ready to go. I just realized that that's not going to be enough for tonight. That's not... Oh, stream, not brought to you by Sunny D. What's the... Okay, they don't have a catchphrase, and they should really fix that. I can't do that at the moment. Sunny D, for the hero in you, No, it's not gonna work. I tried. I left my Gatorades downstairs. That's exactly what happened. I left my Gatorade. It's right there. I sat here and watched Whose Line Is It Anyways and did some prep work for the stream. I forgot to go actually grab drinkies. Oh god, that's not gonna survive. It's gonna feel empty, Cypher. It's gonna feel it. It was a huge. Oh man! All right, Raph, hold on. I got this. It was huge. It was a huge year for DCUO, for DC. You know, the villains #1. They are #1. All right, it's a good year. Good year. Believe me, the forums, fake news. All fake. Believe me, it's fake. I've read it. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Fake news. You should get your stuff from Obsidian Chill. He is the best. Amazing. That's right. I did that. I'm not even sorry. So 2017, we had, of course, as every year, we had some highs, and of course, we had some lows. 2017, the biggest thing about it was, in fact, that we got introduced to a new thing called events that didn't even last, and we also got the stats revamp that we've technically been working on. The developers and the testers have been working on for about a good 9 some odd months. We got stats revamp 1.2 here in the 2017 right here in January, which we'll touch upon if folks want to. I'll let you guys be the judge of that if we want to add stats revamp, not test notes, but just the fact that those are part of the announcements that came out for the year. But without further ado, let's jump into our good stuff. So, January 2017. What brought us here? And by the way, thank you, Arwen, for the cheer. I did not miss that. Welcome to a DCO podcast where the forum posts are made up and the Sunny D. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, it does. But it's empty. And my Green Bay, they ain't making. They're not going to the playoffs. They're not. I'm so sad. So sad. So, first things first. So in January we were introduced to the very first ever event, which technically it's the anniversary event. So it really helps out that it's something, at least it's a yearly thing. So it's awesome. So what we have here is the Attack of the Anti-Monitor anniversary event. That, yes, coming into 2018 at the anniversary event, Anti-Monitor will be coming back. Even more so, it actually comes back, ties into a little bit of Earth 3, which is awesome. All right, now you guys talking about the Packers, and I'm about to get mad. You guys don't want that. You guys don't want that. I need to fix the camera because I'm actually looking away from the screen. Hope you're ready for this. Oh, yeah, look what I did there. Ah. Now everything's going to be kind of just all over the place. Hey, warped. Sunny D crash pod, get more tracks. Your start will crash without some Sunny D. That's true. Well, I'll take a break and I'll run downstairs and grab I'll actually grab some my Gatorades that are actually downstairs. Last attempt at a Sunny D slogan. Sunny D has chemicals, so you will spit. So will you spit or swallow? What the heck? Ah! Oh, vagina. Wow. Hey, Michelle. So, anniversary event. So, this was our first event that was going to be a yearly thing. And it's awesome because it happened during the sixth anniversary. So, for the past 5 years, like, what did we do? So, we fight the Anti-Monitor. It was during 2017, the first ever. What did it come out with? An open world mission. Open world zone. Everybody got increased to combat rating of 230. Which, I mean, right now, we're sitting at 224, 226 on live servers as we go into the next year of this. So, it was I was like, ah, cool. So it was a new open world mission in Metropolis, antimatter invasion world. We had a lot of open world missions in there. Then we had a new 8-player raid, the Centennial Collapse, where we actually fought the Antimatter, but we didn't really defeat him. We just got to the point where we had to kick him back into a further into the future, where it's like, oh, it's not our problem anymore, it's future us problem. And future us will be able to take care of it, no problem. And then here comes 2018, it's like, you know, we're going to push him back further into the future, so that's future us problem still. It's not us, it's future us. Which this raid was in fact a daily raid. It was a first ever daily raid, which came with feats that were, oh my god, it was insane. We had speed feats. There were unimaginable feats. It was crazy. And the fact that personal up, I am super proud that I completed, well, all the feats except for the style shit. But I finished all those feats in that raid before it left. And big shout out to the guys at Virtual Synergy for helping out the Crash Core to get that done. It was phenomenal. So this also gave us an inspired Antimatter set. It gave us new collections. It gave us a new title and also the blue misted aura. It was the azure misted aura. So, what I like about it, I honestly like the fact that it was an event thing. It was something that was going to come back year after year after year. So, celebrating the anniversary, we have to fight the Antimatter, which is cool. New styles were okay. I'm not a fan of the Life Shell, which is inspired by the Antimatter. But now that I have my Atomic Tune up, and I looked back at the Life Shell armor, and I'm like, yeah, this would be a good armor to control people's, honestly, it'll work well with my Atomic Tune, so I'm really happy with it. And I can't wait to get it now. Some things that didn't really work were, because it was an event, it was only here in the game for 30 days, if that. And a lot of the feats, when you add up everything from the vendor, like we always do, we had that problem where we couldn't complete everything on one tune. We couldn't complete everything within that 30-day period. A lot of those feats you couldn't get done in time. You had to actually wait till next year or use your alts. It was kind of mind-numbing. And of course, the players of the community came out with, oh, this is a replay fest. This is horrible. You have to spin replays. I'm like, yes, if you want to complete it this year, you have to spin replays or work with your alts. Work with the system. Which for people who don't have alts, I can't fault you for being mad. You don't want alts. Go for it. More power to you. So, having to have 30 days to complete this and having to wait till next year to complete it, when yes, next year is going to bring more rewards and you're now feeling like you're forced behind, where when you look at seasonals and players don't get it done, they have in the back of their mind that, yeah, like you have time to complete it, but if you don't, you have in the back of your mind, oh, I'll just do it next year. The Antimatter event actually made it to where it was in your face instead of in the back of your mind, where you all of a sudden look at it and go, wow, I can't complete it this year. I'm going to have to wait till next year? That's not going to fly. So mentality-wise and the psychological way to look at that, it was bad. Because, again, it's putting it in front instead of you just having it in the back of your mind. Because I was the same way. Whenever I complete a seasonal, I always like, oh man, I couldn't get it done this year. I'll wait till next year. Antimatter event came around, I'm like, wow, I'm gonna have to wait till next year. I know. So, but it's so the anniversary event was kind of a hit and a miss. And I'll have to give credit to developers. I have to give credit to Jack and them, Jack, SJ, and that's and everybody. I have to give credit to them. This is the first event. Could we have this like 4 or 5 years straight back in the past? We could have, but we didn't. So it was something brand new. It was also brand new to the fact that we had Amazon Fury Part 3 just come out a couple of months beforehand. This event was coming in line with it. So as you can see here, maxes out equal to epic purple drop gear in Amazon Fury Part 3. So for the players who were playing Amazon Fury Part 3 and most likely got a little sick of it, they could actually play the anti-monitor event stuff and get gear to help their CR as well as keep playing the AF3 stuff. So the events work in tandem to help players have another path of progression, which to me was awesome. Because yes, you get burnt out playing the same old, same old, same old. But here comes this event, and it's like, oh, this is something new. Oh, well, I don't want to hurt my grind over here, though, because I really work on my CR. This looks kind of fun. It's okay. You can work on your CR grind here as well, because it's going to help. Oh, in that case, let's do it to it, Captain. So the events in that aspect was really cool and really awesome, and having something else was good. It was really good to have, because again, 2 months, players get really burnt out. We've seen it before. We always see it, really. And then here comes this anniversary event, and like, oh, well, we can play this and keep going with our CR, la-di-da-di-da, and work on here. But again, it was, but the miss there was it lasted for 30 days, and you couldn't complete everything in that 30-day time period. That's not right. In events, you need to be able to actually you actually should be able to complete everything in that time frame. You shouldn't have to be forced to wait till next year. It should always be done in that time period. And for the players who, like me, couldn't get everything done, then they have to wait till next year. But it should be in the back of the mind and not straight in our face. But also with the anniversary anti-monitor event, we had new time capsules. We had the accordion time capsules that come out. The accordion time capsules were, of course, based off the accordion stuff in the anniversary event. Will we see these come back during January for the anniversary event? I'm not sure. I'm crossing my fingers for a resurgence time capsule for the old stuff to come back. That would be pretty awesome. Crossing fingers for that. But the new stuff that came in here was accordion outfits. You know, looked good. Looks good. Looks good. Nice. I got the chest piece and the legs because it looks baller. But they also came out with the new corrupted aura for you Black Lantern fans out there, and also the void material, which you can see the void right here in this blue. With the void material, this blue highlighted stuff, you can actually change that color. So it was still pretty cool. But it also brought us the zodiac emblems. So if you believe in astrology, I'm not judging. My friend who's a scientist wants to judge me all the time when I tell him I'm a Capricorn, but he's being a whole Libra about it. So, you know, it's like, what am I going to do, right? Right? You guys don't know. But we had the zodiac emblems were pretty cool. I am a Capricorn, so, you know, goat fish. I'm awesome. We all can't be Cancer. Like, the only time Cancer's cool is when we talk about is a Scorpion. Whatever. But yeah, here's another look at the void material and on different parts of the body. And then we have the corrupted aura, which is cool. And I think Mumu wore this outfit because this I'm sorry. He has fat abs. These are skinny abs. That's what theirs. And everybody's going off with their Virgo, Aries, Pisces. Who's a Gemini, huh? Who's crazy? Come on, which one are you? And yeah. Also, that came out with the anniversary event. Advanced to CR 100. We got our honest first booster we ever had, technically, was a skip to level 25. Level 1 through 24 is kind of, it's easy. It's really easy. But once you get to level 25, if you ever have your XP boosters, use your XP boosters at level 25. That's where you need to, that's where it needs to be used so you can boost on up to level 30. But then for free for the anniversary event, we got the free CR1. There's a lot of Sagittarius in this chat. There's a lot of archers. A lot of you guys. Vagenda's half goat. Half horse. So the character advanced, the free CR100 booster. Everyone got one for free. All you had to do is log in within the 30-day period. Log in on your account. Boom, baby. You get it for free. Was it per character or was it per person? I feel it was for per... Yeah, it was per account. It was per account. I remember that. CR100 booster is the best thing since sliced bread. And Bette Miller will... Betty Miller? No. Betty Roth? Betty... It's that Betty White. Haha! I worked there. It was a journey, but you guys came with me, and we finally got there. Betty White would agree. That is better than sliced bread, because she's older than sliced bread. So, but the CR booster is not better than Betty White. It's not. It's better than sliced bread, but not better than Betty White. But, so... Everyone who logged in got one for free. And if you were a member, member perked, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, poke, 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 you got a second one. So you got two of them just for being, Wrath Problem Half Life. You got two of them for just being a member. And I used my two on my Gadgets of Nature. I really want this to come back for next year. I really need this for 2018. I have more characters that need to get boosted than 100. I don't want to go through this shit. I don't want to level. Please help me. Help me. Help you. Help me. Help you. Please. Okay. Bring this back. Or even better, bring us to like CR 125 or something. Come on. Nudge, nudge, nudge. But it was also cool because it gave you a link to what's tier 5 and tier 6 content. So you got boosted all the way to there, and it's good. It's really good. They did a fantastic job on these guides, and one thing I love about this forum post, color coordination. Color coordination. It is fantastic. That's right. It might have been posted by Meps, but it was Texella. It was Texella. He's gonna kill me. So the CR100 booster was fantastic, and I really hope that we get that to come back next year. Will it be something else? Will it be better than the CR100 booster? We won't know until second week of January, when they come back from the office and we get set up for a live stream or announcement. But I'm really hoping for the CR booster to come back. This was a fantastic gift for a lot of players. Not just me, for a lot of new players to get their combat rating up, to get past a lot of the bad stuff. Not saying bad, but a lot of the curmudgeon of leveling, and you're basically halfway. And even now, you're almost halfway to in-game. We're sitting at CR 224, 226. Free CR boost to 100. That will be great. And it's free, so you get to spend some of that money on buying the tier 6 and tier 7 content that you need. It's great. But you can, of course, buy it. You can buy it not from the marketplace. When you log into your character, it will be like an advanced character level, and you can buy it for $25. $2,500 Daybreak cash, $25 probably marketplace cash, which comes out at $25. $25 to boost. Is it 25 overpriced? No, it's not. It is perfect to the T of pricing, because if you go to anywhere else, you're gonna pay more. It's a little bit more, but it's not like a whole big, but it's still more. This is a lot cheaper. If you don't like it, don't use it. That's what I had to tell a lot of players this past year about this whole thing. It's like the CR100 boost is crap. Like, well, then don't use it. If you don't want it, can I have it? Can I please get it from you? Can we have that kind of option? If a player doesn't want the CR booster, can we gift that to someone? Mainly me, and probably other people who have a lot of alts, but mainly me. Me. Next. As I go through these. So I'm on the announcement page, basically. Do we want to talk about the stats revamp update with Atomic Gadgets and Sorcery? I don't really think I need to really hit that per se. There was as DCUO was going on the DCUO Discord channel. Sad that it's not being done anymore. Big sad face a little bit. Of course, during the anniversary event, there were bonus crowns weekend. And you can see here on the January 26th, that last weekend. So, are we going to see bonus crowns weekend again? Maybe. I think so. It would be good. It will be good. Coming from OP, it's not overpriced. If you think about it, you're putting in the time and work. If you want to skip the time and work to get CR 100, then it's there for your convenience. It's true. The CR boosters, even the level skip of 25, it's all a convenience item. It's not something you really need to do. It helps. And it also helps with getting a bunch of feats. But I'm not getting 1,000 treasure chests. You gotta be kidding me. I've been playing this game for 6 years. If I wasn't gonna get it then, I'm not gonna get it now. Yay, free stings. So let's see. A CR subtractor. That's not even right. Let's see. So it seems there was a sale. The episode sale. 67% off episodes 1 through 26. Marketplace member discount increased to 20%. So, you know, but this, of course, did not work with, this wasn't working with stabilizers, I remember. It did not work with stabilizers. That's a cave agenda. We like that life. So this might be something cool to see. And this is another reason why they did the episode sale, was because the anniversary event, your free CR booster ended when the anniversary event left. So having an episode sale right there at the end was smart. That was business smart, because this gives you 67% off the episodes. So you can basically buy the episodes to get yourself ahead and just go into the flow. That was a very smart thing. And then for us members, we got a little increase in our discount. Okay, it was actually a 10% increase, which that's the maximum that they ever go with. So I can live with that. I can live with that. So members, episode sale. Awesome. The more stats revamp stuff happened. Game update 67 was, I believe, the Valentine's Day seasonal. Let's see. Let's actually see what was inside the seasonal, or the game update. It was basically the seasonal event, Love Conquers All, and the vendor discount system. No reason to really go into it, but what was the Valentine's Day seasonal? Love Conquers All. It was a month of love, as February normally is. Mwah, ladies. Still single. So this gave us trinkets. I remember these hearts way back when. Way back when. Man, that Valentine's Day, the Valentine's Day race mission, something else. So you got some cool trinkets for the love and for the heartless. Then we also got some new t-shirts. What was really cool about this t-shirt was it was their first time with using gradient. This is a gradient t-shirt. Of course, going to red and going to pink. It's gradient. Look up Photoshop, people. Thank you, Warped. Don't mind the pictures. Those aren't me. New Sapphire base items. And also the new posters. I didn't get enough of these posters. I didn't get any of these posters. I still need to actually buy. I have alts now who need this stuff, so it'll be good. And then new to the marketplace was the 50 hearts marketplace. You can buy the seasonal marks off of the vendor, so the 50 hearts was new to it. So that was I'm not even really remembering what was really else needing to be. What was the missions besides the race? And track a glowing love for heroes. Speak to Jordan. I can't remember exactly what the daily mission was. And there is no seasonal. There's not really a seasonal for the Valentine's Day. And that made me a little sad. Made me a little sad. I'm actually adding that to my 2000 wish list. Valentine's Day seasonal event. It's on my wish list. Alright, so out of Valentine's Day, we had the Flash Appreciation Week. Flash Appreciation Weekend. So this was also extended as well for the rest, more into February, where we got the actual Flash cowl. We got the cowl. And this is one of those things where the developers, the community always asks for these iconic things. Like, we want the Batman cowl. $20 on the marketplace. Too much. I don't want to go into that rant. And now we got the Flash cowl for free. For free. That was badass. Completely badass. So, it's great. It was great that we got this. Will we get it again next year? Not sure, but actually I'm pretty sure the Flash cowl is also available in the marketplace for 1,500 Daybreak cash. I must not see it because I own it. I didn't see it in the marketplace when I was going through it. Probably because I already have it. But, what was it? Yeah, members log in during the Flash Appreciation Weekend and you'll receive the Flash cowl for free. Yay. Members got the Flash cowl. Yeah, y'all. I believe we actually got base items, if I'm not mistaken. This was the one that we got the base items for free from everybody. And those Flash base items are pretty awesome. Well, let's see. Classic comics and upcoming content. Ooh. Oh yes, this was the announcement of the new event, followed by the newest episode. So, the new event, Starro the Conqueror. Yeah. Actually, what month are we in? March? We're still in February, at the end of February. Okay. So, February gave us the announcement of Starro the Conqueror and the Age of Justice based off the Justice Society. Good stuff. So now we're in March. Bonus Coins Weekend. Thanks. Game Update 68. Had Survival Mode Fortress. Mission Survival Mode. St. Patrick's Day Seasonal. That begins on the 15th. That began on the 15th. Also, in March, I believe this was the first time they did the Time Capsule Resurgence. So what this means is they brought back all of the previous time capsules, which included Time Capsule 1, that never really got a name. Time Capsule 1 needs a name, you know, because this is Amazon Time Capsule, Cordian Time Capsule. Time Capsule 1, that's not good enough. Maybe, like, Time Capsule 0. 0 hour Time Capsule. Something, it needs a fancy name. It needs some, pizzazz. That's what it needs. Pizzazz. With the jazz hands. That's what it needs. Okay, Future Time Capsule, fine. That works too. Pizzazz. But also, inside of those were the Anomaly Time Capsules. So, what were these? In addition to these, every Time Capsule during the Resurgence also has a chance to drop a new sub-capsule, the Anomalies. This is a bonus capsule extra on top of already opening them. Contains same collection items and rare trinkets, motes, and stabilizer fragments that drop in the time capsule you have opened. So it's just an extra chance to get it. Time Capsule Prime. Yeah, there you go. That'll work. This also gave you a chance to get fully assembled enhanced versions of emblems and gear styles. So that was a cool thing that the Anomalies did. But that was also something that backfired, in my opinion, as well. With the Anomaly Time Capsules, I remember this because I remember Jareth giving me the high density... Not the high density shoulders came from those, like, layer before, but with the Anomalies, a lot of players have spent simple materials and complex materials and those motes trying to get them up, buy them, whatever, and all of a sudden, here's the Anomalies, like, oh, by the way, here's that enhanced elite version for free! Like, but I just made this. It took me 2 months. Why? And that was a legit complaint. I can't fault them on that. It was cool, but that was kind of a downside. Like, thanks that you now get this free, awesome enhanced version, but I also just spent a lot of time and money of like real and also in-game to get the materials to buy or to actually make this item that you're now given for free. So some people are really going to be butthurt about it. Is the butthurt, is it a reason to be butthurt? Yes. No fault there. But take it what it is. It's free. You can sell it. You can give it to an alt. You can give it to a league mate. There's options you can do with it to try and at least even try and make at least 1/4 of the money back. Maybe 1/25 of the money back that you spent. So, will we see the Resurgence time capsules come back again? I God hope so. I think that the anniversary event in January will be the perfect opportunity for the Resurgence to come back. At the moment, I think January should be a new time capsule release. I really honestly think January would be the perfect month to do the time capsule Resurgence. Not do a whole new time capsule. Do the Resurgence for the month, or at least for the month of January and February. Well, I mean, give us 2 months. I mean, come on. I don't even remember like how long this was actually in game, how long this actually lasted, but give us a little bit of time to collect these old time capsules, open them up, and have some fun with it. If you guys all got a chance to get part of the 40 stabilizer pack that came out during the winter sale, awesome. I missed it by a day. Paychecks. So super sad I wasn't able to get at least a 40 stack to prepare myself to open up a bunch of time capsules in January, whether it be new or whether it be Resurgence. And most likely for the Resurgence, if you have the time capsules already, when you open them, they'll have the anomalies. So you didn't have to like get a new time capsule in order to get it. Old stuff had it too. It was just a blanket thing. But with the changes that were done to time capsules as we get throughout the entire year of 2017, will we see the anomalies come back? I hope so. That free enhanced version for me is badass. I really would like to get some of them because I'm someone who doesn't have them. From what I understand, the time capsules will eventually be recycled, the so-called Resurgence. That's correct. All the time capsules are supposed to kind of be rotating. We would think that maybe time capsule 1 should probably be starting rotation again. And by the way, time capsule 1, time capsule prime, future time capsule, whatever it wants to name it to be, that's the one. There's one thing that that time capsule missed that I also have on my wish list as well, and that is the enhanced version of the lantern emblems. Enhanced version. Let's do it to it, Captain. Do it to it. Then we had the Starro, the Conqueror preview. Well, it was just for the live stream, but on test server. Starro testing started right there at the beginning of March. Scrolling down. Mr. Mistleplick. Mixelspillick. I did it right. Mr. Missile. The Leprechaun. He returned, and you're going after his Loki charms. I pretty much just offended a whole country. I feel bad. A little bit. Mr. Mixelspillick returned doing his normal mischief. Brought some new base items. He also brought some new styles as well. I believe that there was a pot of gold backpack. An earth. Good job there, Chocat. He sure enough is. Oh, yes! And the House Leprechaun! The House Leprechaun! That's what the Valentine's Day event brought. Valentine's Day event started the base item dropping a collection phase that a lot of players did not like at all. They wanted to complete this collection within the 30 days. Can I fault them? No. But the base item is supposed to be something new, something unique, and it was something to be done over time. True, it sucks getting trash after trash after trash, but those collections can be traded, they can be sold on the broker, so there's going to be new players. Like right now at Midsummer, you could have unloaded all of those collections because there's going to be players who are coming in for the summer, even though at Christmas. Unload them. Get ready. Just go ahead and prepare yourself. And now we're getting closer to February, you're probably going to start seeing those at lower prices. Because that item is definitely coming back. It's definitely coming back. Exactly, OP. Exactly. But then St. Patrick's Day came around and also brought us a house leprechaun. You got your own little Mr. Mistopelic. I'm destroying that name. You get your own. And what was really cool, what was really interesting, I don't have it, by the way. I missed out on actually getting it. I'm going to get him this year. But the thing about this one is he runs around, so you gotta have to like cage him in. Put a little fences in there, put a cage or something, like if we had a cage in this game or something, you know. Not one big enough for him though. That was a fault on the developers. Fault there. Thank you for the hosting, by the way, OP. And we also got the Enchanted Aura, a new aura that came out. Wish there were pictures, but you know, what are you gonna do? I didn't have time to prep. I'm doing it classic Trex. No script. Just rocking it out. Raph, you gave me a blue. You gave me a blue collection that I still have that I do nothing with. It's still sitting in my inventory. I don't know. I already owned it, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it just yet. I might just put it in the League Bank. And Unorthodox UK, thank you so much for the host as well. And then, drawing inspiration for Starro the Conqueror, they gave a nice little YouTube video talking about the GLA and go up against Starro and basically the history of Starro. Because a lot of people asked, why are we fighting a giant starfish? What's so dangerous about a starfish? As a comic book person that I am, as soon as I heard Starro, I'm like, why does that name does sound familiar? I know that name. And then now I remembered that in the Superman animated series, Starro was there. He took over. He latched onto, it wasn't on the face though, it was on the chest. I remember it was on the chest. And yeah, it caused a lot of problems. So having players, and this is something that gave either new comic readers or old comic readers some nostalgia and some learning, that we are introducing a new enemy to this game. This is DC Universe Online. Everyone gets tired of seeing Green Lanterns, gets seeing Batman. Hey, here's a giant starfish. That looks fake. Who made that? The developers? The developers are bad. No, he's a DC villain. Like, no, he's not. He's too stupid to be a DC villain. Oh, yeah? There's a giant robot who apparently has feelings and he controls the wind. How is that logical, T.O. Morrow? Off track. Anyways. Then we also had Stats Revamp 1.5 in March. Stats Revamp was still going on. A lot of big changes happening. I feel like I need to do the Stats Revamp all by itself. Luckily, I have a website that I've already dedicated to that. I think he was in Young Justice. I do believe it was a black flower. The black flower that fed you the dreams of what you wanted went for the face. Yep, that's what it was. It'd be cool if like they brought in like a flower thing, you know. And then next here at the beginning of April, we got the Starro event. The Starro event came along with Game Update 69, which basically that's all it was. New major event. So the Starro event. Let me actually see if there was a post for. There it is. So there were two different types of content. There were episodes and there were major events. The developers had a plan. The developers' plan was to have episodes almost like, I feel like they wanted it to be like 6 months long. Technically, that's how long AF3 kind of was. So within these periods of the episodes, within those long period of episodes, they were going to fill in time with these events. Because again, the grind you feel the grind all the time. And you get bored, you're just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. But by the time you somehow feel like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, here comes like, hey, you don't feel like doing it anymore? Huh? Here's an event. Like, you know what? What's this? This is new shiny. I like this. It's a new shiny, guys. Look, let's go play it. And so here comes the Starro event. We kind of had it with the anniversary event, but that was an anniversary. That was a cool, awesome thing. And sure enough, Starro was the first major event that we had in the game. Also the last. Rest in peace. Well, we get a chocolate Starro and some hot dog flavored water this time. I am pretty sure I'll talk with Tori and we'll edit some. We'll make a video and put hot dogs in the water. And he's like, "What's going on?" It's a Limp Bizkit concert. It was crazy. Fred Durst was just going all. Fred Durst had a star on his face and it was crazy. Now I just want to edit Fred Durst and put a chocolate Starro on his face now. Oh me. But the first major event, available to all players, level 10 plus. So basically all you gotta do is just like leave the ship, do a few missions, and join the major event. This events were open to everyone. Everyone, no matter what your combat rating was, what your level was, we all got to play the same content. And that's what a lot of players really want as well. Is new players want to hurry up and get to in-game, to be with their friends, to be where all the people are. You want to be where all the people are. Starro event really helped out with that, with the gear. So you do the event, get some of the cool stuff here, and then you're going over here back to your normal stuff. It's like, all right, well, let's go ahead and just chalk this up, and you're working yourself up. Just like we're doing right now with Earth 3, which is great. That's kind of where Earth 3 really got some of the ideas from over here. So what was in the Starro event? Starro came with Spreading Spores. It was a 2-player duo. Okay, downside. 2-player duo, random duo. It was always a random fucking duo. Was it random or were there actual individual places? I feel every time you logged in, it was going to be a random duo. With random bosses for a random feat. Ugh. Next was the Invasion, the 4-player alert. Which again, I believe that was random instances as well with random bosses. It's RNG. It's RNG bosses. It's an RNG location with RNG bosses. Ha ha ha. Not cool. Nerve-wracking. Not cool. No. I understand the purpose of that was to increase the replayability. Huh? Replayability in this content. It's all good. No, it's not. Stop that. No. That's not how you do it. That is not how you do it. I got frustrated when I could not. And I remember, I think it was actually Raph, who was like, hey, I need this boss. This feet popped. Like, I did it. And all of us were like, yay, Raph. He got the feet. I still need Supergirl. Where do you see Supergirl, Raph? Runs in the next day. Hey, Trex, here's Supergirl. Fuck you, Raph. Just calling you out now. And then the open world missions that was set in the in Central City. So we got to go back to an old piece of content, and we got back go back to old content, but it was also a little bit new because the Paradox Reavers and everybody were all gone, and we got full with Starros, all the starfish people, all of it. Yay. But the open world missions were quick, easy, and a little bit of fun. The other cool thing about the open world mission, and it was even introduced, the Starro event lasted for 2 months. In month 2, they introduced the Starro bounty. A Starro bounty, a large Starro over here on this helipad, and players, this sounds legit, players were phase hopping, trying to find it, trying to find Starro. I remember the forum post that day, resets are over. All right, we're gonna dim the lights. Okay, just imagine the lights dim. It's 9 a.m. in the morning, my time. Log onto the forums. Players just all over the place. All over those forum posts. Like, where's Starro? Where is he at? Where's this bounty at? Anyone know where he is? And here comes Meps on the forums. He's just right there on the post like, hey guys, it's unbelievable that there are so many players in the game right now that are just all over it. There are huge number of phases open trying to find the Starro for all these players in the Starro area. There were a lot of phases. A lot. There are also the griefers out there. Okay, so the griefers in the ask, it's like, hey, Starro, my phase. It was semi-true, semi-false. It was semi-false that, yes, there were a bunch of griefers, and then you log in there, it's like, haha, you fail for it, sucker, loser. Wow, I'm the loser for trying to believe in my fellow man. Troll. But for the non-griefers, phases have a maximum capacity. If you were not one of those lucky people to get in, that phase, if I yell out in LFG, Starro's on me. Let's say the phase can only hold 30 people. I'm one of those 30, so 29 people is coming to me, and if you're number 31, boop, you're going to another phase. That's not me. So don't send me bad whispers like you're just a griefer. I'm like, no, my phase just got full because you weren't fast on the clicker. That's not my fault. But then, of course, there was the raid. The threat below. The threat below, which we had to fight Starro, Aquaman, who was a pain in the ass, and we had to fight normal Starro. What was cool about this was it was an 8-player raid, and there was the normal, and then there was the elite. Or was it actually easy and was it easy and normal? I'm pretty sure there was normal and then elite. But like the elite was like where all the in-game players could go to, and then the normal was like level, it was everybody below that. So, and also brought out new gear that I kind of need. I kind of need this gear. Not need, but I would like it. I'm going to get it if it comes back. I think 2018 is going to come back as an episode. But one of the awesome things that Starro came out with, and how you got this item right here, the OP collections. There were 3 OP items. It was face, rings, and the utility belt. Those 3 OP items were the first ever that you could craft. You would go to your R&D station and you would make it. Shout out to the individual who does not want to be named for helping me so much in getting the rest of the items to make my OP items. Thank you so much. She knows who she is, and I do appreciate it. She wanted to be anonymous, so I respected her wishes. But yeah, so those are the first OP items that I felt proud because I made them. I didn't get them from a collection that I had to work with RNG and Blessed Be and make version sacrifices, even though it was only version daiquiris I had to sacrifice. Basically make them, pour them into the dumpster, and it's like, oh, sacrifice. But it was great. Great. Also came with the aura that you see back here. I think there actually might be pictures. Oh yeah, there's also a funny video. Watch the video. It's fun stuff. Yeah, and Dr. Fate, and yeah, here's the vendor items. Those are the vendor set that you could get. And the Starro Tech Aura and the Spore Aura. I think I got the Spore Aura. No, I got actually all of them. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. And of course, new base items that's all over our league hall. And of course, feats. All feats. So, Starro, in of itself, was, for me, it was a hit. It introduced a brand new boss that we've never seen in the game. It introduced some interesting mechanics having to work with the starfish. The RNG of the locations and then the RNG of the bosses, that kind of ticked me off a lot. I don't want that to ever come back. I want that to be fixed and set in stone somehow. Even if we have to make a 2-player duo of just nothing but steelworks, nothing but the other one. Good. Keep it. Please. Just like make multiple 4-player instances if you have to. Flood that damn thing with all the locations. I don't care. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that. It was just bad. It was just bad to me. But the things that we've learned here with episode 30, Earth 3, with the event style for everybody, and then the regular content, I really feel that Starro will come back as an episode in 2018, and I think it's going to be a hell of a lot better. I feel it's going to be a lot better with everything that they've learned and that they're using right now in content today. So, Starro event was indeed a win for me. It was a pretty big win, and seeing how Starro worked, again, it was 2 months to do these feats. Was it possible to complete everything in 2 months? I think it was. The bounty, a lot of community players complained about the bounty feats, having to get them done in 1 month. To set the record straight, that bounty wasn't originally designed. It wasn't originally supposed to be part of the content. We as the community wanted an outdoor bounty. We've been asking for a bounty for a lot of months, and somehow the developers pulled it out of their butt and made a Starro bounty for us for this content. And yeah, the feat, you weren't going to be able to complete it within that 1 month because it was something completely brand new that they really pushed out really fast for us. So if you weren't able to get it done in that 1 month last year, which honestly you could if you were kind of on top of the weekly, I know a lot of players who, I don't think you didn't have to spend replays for it. You just had to really stay on top of it. But players got it done. So I'll give that to them. So Starro event, I wanted to come back, and I think it's going to come back as an episode. Bonus stabilizer event in April. Make note, MEPs. 5-time stabilizer fragment. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, that's right. I remember this now. Members, 6 fragments. Boom, 30 fragments. 2 complete stabilizers. 1 1/3, and then for free to players, you get 1. But yeah, man. Oh god, yes, I remember this weekend. This was a good weekend. I didn't get really participate that weekend. But yeah, man. 5 times, bring this back. That was a good one. Oh, yeah. Game Update 70 coming out right there at the end of April. What did you have for us? And featured the improved loadout menu and set us up for the springtime seasonal event. I do remember that. I'm actually going to take a look at the notes. The loadout menu was improved because frag moments. The loadout menu was improved in preparation for stats revamp, and it wasn't something that was polished, to say the least. There's a lot of things that can be done to make that menu look a little bit better, but honestly, it was brand new from what we had, which what we had before was it couldn't be done. We couldn't use it anymore. It was no. What we have now, where it shows every single ability down in that box, awesome. It's clickable, so you see the information instead of having to highlight it. Don't move your mouse. Don't move the mouse. I moved it. It disappeared. Crap. Loadout menu. That was a great thing. Thank you. Game Update 70. And 7 more. 7 more. We get the Game Update 77. Teases. Stats Revamp 1.6 started in April. We are getting really close now to the release. The Springtime Seasonal and the Member Gift. Springtime lollipops and do 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 do. That's all I got. Of all the UI that needed rework, they did the one that needed it least. They did the UI one that was possible, to say the least. The loadout menu, that needed to be done so it could be properly used for the stats revamp. Yes, there's a lot more other UI things that need to be fixed and need to be better, but I think that they chose a quick one that was also really needed to be done and prep for. They needed to do A, so B would be good to go. So yes, I mean broker UI, the HUD UI, the mailbox UI, a lot of things really need to be done, but it is what it is. The base item UI, you were simply never meant to be. I hope we see that back. I'm not sure in what form, but I hope we do see that back. Even the vendor UI, I want tabs. I want some tabs. So also, oh yeah, the new feats, Birch Please and I Wet My Plants. That was fun. The springtime member gift. These seasonals are bringing out some member gifts, so I want to see that keep going on in the trend. I'm not sure what they could do every single year, but you know, here's hoping. But the member gift for the spring was this will-o-wisp. It's pretty. I think I have it. Oh, it's a will-o-wisp aura. Yeah, I have the aura. I don't have the actual will-o-wisp. I don't have the green guy here. That was a base. I think that was actually a base item I needed to buy. I couldn't buy it. But the will-o-wisp aura, or was it this one? I think it's the butterflies. It's one of these two. Whatever. But yeah, that was the member gift. That was cool. I have it on my nature tune, of course. Springtime is definitely going to be giving my nature tune a lot of love, because everybody wants to be Groot. Also, give a shout out to the art team for these styles, because these arms or branches, pretty bitchin'. I'm actually really excited for my nature tune this year. And, you know, everybody wants to be in Alice in Wonderland. Don't eat the shrooms. That's not nice and that's not neighborly. Yep, here it is in May, right there at the second boss, or the second month of the event, is new boss Starro the Conqueror. So he's right there at in Central City. Hopefully he comes back. Be great. Bonus anomaly capsule weekend. What was this? Bonus anomaly capsules. So instead of having the resurgency, we just had this. Are we there yet, Popper Smooth? No, we're not. Alright, so the bonus anomaly capsules for this weekend receive a bonus anomaly capsule with every team-up capsule opened. So anytime you... That's right, this is where I got the high-density tactical styles. Because I remember Jared sent me the shoulders. Thank you again, buddy. So yeah, the anomaly capsules came out... with the team-up capsules. So that was pretty nice. Huh, did I skip over the announcements of the time capsules? I didn't mean to. Huh. I do not see the announcements for... Oh, I did miss it. Team Up Time Capsule came out. Whoops. That came out right at the beginning of April. I do apologize about that. So this was pretty cool because this was set for... This was based off of the Arrowverse, Green Arrow, DC TV on the CW. Watch it. The CW. Dare to defy. So you got the high tactical density armor that was inspired by the Green Arrow. Maybe we get another team-up time capsule and we actually get the suit inspired by the Flash TV, huh? Inspired by the... Oh, I just drew a little... We can do Atom. We can do the Atom. We can do all of them. We can just do all of them. All of them need... We all need suits for everybody. Oh my god. We can have a suit based off of the Atom. That would be awesome. Sorry. What we also got was the negative speed force material, which is, thank you. Whew, favorite material. That's a speedster fan. And then we also got the Black Flash Cowl. The Black Flash Cowl. The dead Flash. Black Flash. And Ant-Man. But yeah, so this is the material, the Green Arrow enhanced style. It's not necessarily the face for it, but you know, whatever. To each their own. Really, I really want to make the enhanced style because I like the enhanced. I got the shoulders for it, and it looks really good. And I also got the belt. Belt doesn't really make it pop, though. Also in this time capsule was the team-up emblems, which is basically Green Arrow, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. So, I mean, you got Hawkman, Captain Steel. Man, I need to make the enhanced version for that one. Firestorm, Green Arrow, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. The Flash, Captain Cold, Vixen, and the Atom. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Captain Fertilizer. And then, yes, and then the negative speed force material. Oh, man, it was so good. And then, yeah, here's the Black Flash Cowl. Oh, yes, and the Lazuli, basically the purple misted aura, which I have everything except for the Black Flash Cowl. I don't think I have that cowl. I think I might be missing only one collection from it. But it was also something I didn't really want to put any effort into. So, but I got the most important one, which was the negative speed force or material. Love that material. All right, scrolling back up. Bonus Spore Weekend, nailed. Age of Justice hops on test. We also get a second, or maybe third, Ancient Coins Weekend. I feel like it's the second one. But we're getting rounded up closer to the end of May. And there it is. Server time right there in June. Here comes Age of Justice. But before we get to Age of Justice, we get new time capsule in to go along with it. And that's the Time Torn capsule. This is the capsule based off of Dr. Midnight, member of the JSA. Also comes with the Time Torn material and the aura, which is the back shoulder stuff. It's purple. It's a purple Mr. Aura. So this is the Midnight gear. I think this is the enhanced version. Can't really even tell. It was simple. It was a very laid back and simple design, which is not too bad. The Time Torn emblem came out with the I want to say it was the JSA, but it also came with, I mean, that was Eclipso. Actually, what does it say? Look at these 8 iconic new emblems straight from the Justice Society of America. Yeah. So, no clue. Eclipso. I think it was Eclipso. Dr. Midnight. The Flash. Old guy. What? I don't know why, but Alan Scott's emblem right here looks a lot bigger in this picture than it does in the game. Might be just me. No clue, and Mr. Terrific. Don't look at me. I don't know a lot of these people. I'm not that old. And here's the look at the Time Torn material that I'm kind of working towards because I would like it for my tune. And this is the Time Torn aura that, again, it's off of the back, which is still cool. It's honestly is not for me. And then the Jay Garrett, yeah. Jay Garrett the Flash. And then the other collection item that you get was the Ultimate Arm, which is basically a robotic arm, which do go well with a pair of leg styles that you get in, I think it was Halls of Power. It does work pretty well. I mean, if you wanted a mechanical arm, this is definitely where you go for it, C-3PO. Next, Age of Justice. Oh, excuse me. We're halfway. I might have to run downstairs and get my Gatorade. So episode 28 comes at us in full force. The Age of Justice. So this is where we travel back to 1940s. So with episode 28, we have 2 open world areas. There are 2 open worlds. One is stat clamped. So where at the time of release, everybody had, well, there's a 30-day preview window that allowed everybody, no matter what your CR was, to go into the open world content and actually play it. And then there was the Area 51, which was for the high-end people. In the War-Torn Village, you worked with Lady Deathstrike, or Lady Blackhawk, of the Blackhawks. Time-Torn Area 51 was the other open world. Saving Justice, 4-player operation, helping Alan Scott and Hawkman and Hawkgirl, because you know they're semi-immortal. And then Ultimate Soldier Raid, War Crimes, another 4-player operation, and Justice for All, another 8-player raid. A lot of content, but one of the content that is missing is duos. Players really wanted duos in this one, and they didn't really get that. Instead, they got 2 large open world missions, or large open world areas. And then the gear for it, new base items, pretty cool. That's a large ass cannon, by the way, giggity. The Blackhawk gear inspired by Blackhawks, but what was really cool, I loved about it, was the Elite version. It's basically the Blackhawk gear, but there's patches of time ripples. There's time warped black holes in your gear. That kind of made me want to get the elite version. Just a bit. Not a lot, but just a bit. Age of Justice was... This was weird for me. I wasn't engaged in this content. I really wasn't. One, I didn't really know the story that well regarding the JSA in a comic book form. It really was the grind, and we're about to talk about that in just a second, but the grind was definitely real. This grind was definitely supposed to last another 6 months and have events in between. But even the weekly for it, it was a 333 was the weekly. The vendor prices were definitely large, because I mean, when you look at the vendor prices, it shows you how long this content is supposed to last, and the developers had a plan, but of course the community didn't want to do 6 months again, so they decided to tone it down, which brings us into out of the outrage that players didn't like about the vendor gear. The lead producer, Katnikov, she came in and talked about things. One of the bad things was they pulled back a lot of the daily missions, and it kind of like sucked a bit. But they updated it to kind of where the players were okay with it. She basically already said too, it's like new content, which is technically supposed to be an event, will be coming in September. So here in June, we're going to have June, July, August, 3 months of Age of Justice, and then we're going to have the event, and then and the original plan after the event, we're still in Age of Justice. So as you can see, they lowered the pricing, especially for those collection items as well, because those are definitely things that didn't need to be that high. Definitely didn't. But with lowering the price for vendor gear, if you're going to lower the price of vendor gear to balance it out, you have to lower the price or lower the reward for some things. And you can see, well, this is just the actual cost on the vendors itself. But, I mean, some things had to go. It was something else. Did I agree with a lot of these changes, not really. For me as a player, which is just me, I didn't mind 6 months. I was working in AF3 for 6 months, and I was still engaged with it. Age of Justice for me, this whole drama behind it, if I was a person who never visited the forums and didn't really probably care about this kind of thing, I think I probably would have enjoyed Age of Justice a lot more. But because of all this drama and everything, it soured my gameplay. Where it's like, I don't want to even touch this content. I just really want to move on to something else, and I did. I think I actually took a little break, and I just I basically skipped Age of Justice entirely. But I just couldn't. The negativity and the drama just drove it out of me. It's like I did not want to play it at all. I just didn't. And then next on test was Stats Revamp 1.7, which is definitely getting close to the good stuff. And then Game Update 72 is going to feature the seasonal event Tides of War with new and returning rewards. So, what was in Tides of War? Tides of War, pirates. Arg. So happy. So Tides of War got a little pirate themey. Hook hand. Yeah, scratch my back. It feels so good. Some new feats. They brought Aqua Lungs, Sea Biscuits, R Matey, Unreal Atlantean, and Hydrokinetic heroes. Aw. Pretty cool. Some new sand castles. Pretty bitchin'. And then some new beach blankets, bruh. Beach blankets. It's pretty bitchin'. And of course, it brought pirate outfits. The pirate hat. I think I need to go back and I want that pirate hat now. I missed out. And then, yeah, Age of Justice had the 30-day preview for the content for the open world war-torn village. And this was just a reminder that it ends. So basically, players had that advance notice to keep playing it, spend those marks before you can't access it anymore. Bonus War Bond. Booyah. Love it. And then, yeah. This was it, guys. Game Update 73. The stats revamp, the final version, hit test in July. This was the version that was going to... This is the last hit before it actually is going to hit test server. And in honor of that, Meps does the summer tease. Summer tease makes him feel fine. Sorry. He announced or teased water. Finally, after all these years, Woda. We finally get water after all the years, and it's finally coming to us right there at the end of August. And then they also announced the newest episodes, which first was World with Crime, which is going to be episode 29. And then the biggie, my favorite now, episode 30, which would be Earth 3. Yeah, it's going to be so good. Don't forget about the free stuff. No, the free stuff that Mep sent me, that's me personally. You guys got to see that. But so August, at the end of it, we were going to get water. This was for the fall. For the rest of the fall of 2017, we were going to get 2 more episodes. Which originally, Real with Crime was actually supposed to be an event. But we'll touch upon that when we get to it. We'll touch upon that. Thank you for the tease. And there was a countdown to Waters at the as we get towards the end of July. So let's talk about these rewards and how well they were taken. First things first, Member gift. War Bonds and Age of Justice poster. Boom. Thank you, sir. That was week 1. So week 1, yeah, I mean, the launch of the stats revamp, to Arcane Time Capsule, and then the open episode started as well. So open episode started, and we also got free War Bonds and an Age of Justice. Open episodes, for the players who don't know, is a window, maybe like a month or two, of every episode that is not the newest content. So at that time, it was only episodes 1 through 27. Yeah. Episodes 1 through 27 or whatever, that was not Age of Justice, were all free. Everybody could play it. You didn't have to buy it. You didn't have to be a member. You were good to play all of it for that time frame. And that really helps out a lot of players because, you know, we get stuck on an episode and like, oh, I gotta wait to buy this one. Hey, open episodes. Go out there and play. And you will. You go out there and play, and players played. They played. The Arcane Time Capsules came out as well, which was not really inspired by anything. Not really inspired by anything, but it came out with the Green Knight gear set, which is the Green Knight was based off of the Alan Scott Green Lantern Night something. It's not Nightfall. Oh my god. I cannot remember the name. I'm pretty sure there's a post for it, but God, I cannot believe it actually escaped me. But we also brought in new materials and also the new aura as well. I'm pretty sure there's a post from somewhere. The summer sale also came out with a 50% off on most marketplace items. Most. And this was just week 1, by the way. Week 1. Aquaman Beach Towel. Yo. Awesome. Second week's activities kicks off. Which, not sure what happened there. I think that actually probably broke somehow. So yeah, there's a cool little live stream of the War of Powers that was supposed to be down there. Member gift, enhanced Aquaman emblem, and the Aquaman emblem. So everyone got an Aquaman emblem, and then the members got an enhanced version, which lights up. Lights up. Week 3, a water icon. This was all down here. Week 4 was the retweet or bust, where we got the Aquaman bust inspired by the art of Jim Lee. That was cool. And you can also win the bust in real life. I'm not sure who won, but congratulations to whoever you are. Then week 5 was the Aqua Aura, where we got the Aquaman comic book posters. Pretty bitchin'. Pretty bitchin'. Then we also got the Seafoam Aura as well. Nice for you water and ice players out there. Looks good. Then week 6, water launched. Yeah. So the countdown to water was pretty awesome. And they also came out with these base items, the War base item pack. That now every power needs to have a base item pack for every power. It would be great. We now need that. I'm sorry, art team and everybody, get fucking to it. So let's touch on the Arcane Time Capsules. Again, the Green Knight set, which hopefully he tells it. Alan Scott, inspired by Earth 22's Kingdom Come. That's what it was. Kingdom Come. Alan Scott armor. So I have that full. That's actually really badass. The Dark Emblems, which were based off the Justice League Dark. So you got Zatanna, Raven, Deadman, Constantine, all that, all the Justice League Dark folks. The Arcane Time Capsule, or the Collector's Capsule, comes with Raph's favorite wings, the Avatar of Sin wings, pretty sick. Then you had the Ultimate Aura. I think that was the Dark Flame. Yeah, the Dark Flame Aura here. which honestly would probably work really well for a fire tune somehow. And then the ultimate aura, and the avatar of Sin wings, which are tintable. So, yeah. I'm not really paying attention much to chat. Sorry, Greg. What are you trying to get me to conveniently pass over? Oh. Yeah, I killed Batwoman. Proud of it. Come at me, SJ. I protected Gotham by killing her. And then... here it is. Stats revamp, July 26th. Improved balance. Well, depends on who you ask. Combat and progression. Stats revamp was something I was paying attention to very closely. And, of course, some individuals made it impossible to really test. And they get butthurt. And it was a whole big thing. So, the stats revamp got rid of the weapon mastery bonuses and the advanced mechanic bonuses. It got rid of the CR differential, where your CR technically determined how well you did in content, and it kind of ignored stats. I say kinda, I stress kinda. The stats revamp brought the game back pretty close to year one with a little bit of here and there. It is still a work in progress. And I know you don't want to hear work in progress after 9 some odd months of doing stats revamp testing, but that's just that's life. That's the way it is. There weren't, even in the beginning, there weren't a lot of testers in doing stats revamp, and I'm not really sure how long they can really even go with it, with the limited number of testers that they have. And I think everyone who worked on testing, I feel that we all did a pretty damn good job on giving the feedback and everything, but also understand that even with all the feedback we give, it's all still quote-unquote suggestions on how to improve it. It's still up to the developers to actually make it. I knew we weren't really going to see proper balancing until we got into live servers, because that's where we have players. That's where we can get more feedback from it. Balance is in MMOs are an ongoing thing. It's an on. Oh, people weren't testing stats revamp, they were testing duels. Very true. But hey, Lotus. But here we are. Balance in MMOs are an ongoing thing. Balance is never done. They'll never come out with a game update. It's like, all right, we are done with balancing. No, they're never not. And balancing to get to certain powers takes time. These developers have other projects that they have to do. And I don't work in that company. I don't work there. I don't work in the building. I can only make a guesstimate, just like everybody else makes a guesstimate. It's a small, and even the term small development team is kind of nomenclature, because no one knows really what a small development team is. There's a 10-man developer team working on brand new indie games. We're not sure how many developers work on DCUO. So even using the word small is kind of insignificant, because we really don't know, because we don't work in that office. We don't know what they go through every single day. So balance is going to keep continuing going on, and they're going to keep working on getting powers in line. But it takes time. Even in World of Warcraft, even with Blizzard, that larger development team, they are still a team of developers who are having to do balance stuff, and it takes time. And that's what we have to sit on. It's going to take a while, and it sucks that it takes a while. I wish it didn't, but that's life. If they introduce something immediately, it'll either be broken or it'll be incomplete. And we really rather have it to be complete. We had a couple of game updates where we didn't have any information. We didn't have any balance issues with any balance stuff with powers. And all of a sudden now in January's game update, we'll have balance issues, or excuse me, we'll have balance fixes for sorcery, for mental, some stuff with rage, a little bit of electricity, and a whole bunch of other things. That's a lot in there, and it's still stuff that we have to test. But it's still feedback that we're also giving out as well. But it's still an ongoing thing, and we have to be patient. I know me telling you being patient, it sucks and you don't want to hear it, and you're probably going to disagree with me completely. And you know what? That's fine. That's your prerogative. But what I'm saying does not mean it's not true. If you're not going to be patient for balances, don't play MMOs. Just don't play MMOs. They don't work around your schedule. They work around trying to get this out for you guys as quickly as possible, but they want to make sure it's done right. And either way, they're going to get hate because, I mean, look at the electric changes. People are really hating on that stuff when technically it's fixes. So, the stats revamp is something that I highly recommend. Even if you're a brand new player coming in now, and you're watching this video 3 years later and reading it, read it, learn it, know it by heart, know what we went through in the stats revamp and what the stats revamp did for the game in its sixth year of life. It brought back a game that's actually fun, that's actually challenging, and there's still more balanced stuff to come to. More stuff for controllers, hopefully some other stuff for support players. It's not going to be the end of balance. They're still working on new systems to bring into the game, and I'm hoping that in January when we get the announcement and see what 2018 is going to bring, hopefully we get to see some of that stuff. So, read stats revamp. I can only give you really cut through stuff, but you need to read all of it. Read it. And then of course read the state of stats revamp, even from Katnikov. It's a work in progress. The feedback is still there. And they have a short term, medium term, and even in the long term. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. All right. Warriors now on test. Bonus currency. I think this actually occurred for all content. War bonds and marks of victory. So, okay, like current stuff. Game update 74. I think it actually brought out water. Features refinements to stats revamp. Improved skill point UI. Thank you. And prepares the game for Warriors launch on August 30th. And which water is now available. Yay! Water! All you mirror lovers out there, hashtag power water. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, oh, there it is, the splash pack. It came out with the Warriors launch. The splash pack is bitchin'. It is a really cool base item pack, and you can buy on the marketplace. You can do it. It's really cool. My opinion on water, I have a water tune. I leveled them. The healing side is okay. It's not really, it's pretty strong. One of my biggest complaints, and even from other players as well who has to deal with this, is Solace of the Sea, which is the big AoE jellyfish healing AoE. The animation is beautiful. It's so beautiful. But as a visual effects, it's an eyesore. And as a tank who has to look on the ground to find markers, the Solace of the Sea overrides it. It sucks. We can't really see a lot of things down there because of that AoE. So either kind of like, I would probably make the AoE ground effect, make it more opaque, put a little more opacity to it. But the jellyfish thing, keep it. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I would definitely make the water on below. It needs a lot of opacity so we can actually see the ground and see the markers, so we know where not to stand. The DPS side, I've only been doing a melee build, and even again, I'm leveling, so it's not even really like the best. I have to take another look at it, but even on my melee build, I find fun with it. It has combos, it has ranged abilities where it uses a high tide function as a power interaction, so it's somewhat cool. But War's finally here. If you're a person who was waiting for it, wait no longer. Wait no longer. Then there was a preview for Real with Crime. That was pretty cool. Hopped on test server. What was the server downtime on September for? Oh, just routine maintenance. Just wanted to make sure. And September 8th, basically a week after, what was it? The War Powers came out. 40% off all respec tokens. What? Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. That's all I got. Thank you for the cheer, Jareth. Another bonus currency weekend. Excuse me. And then September 20th gave us episode 29, Riddled with Crime. Which, again, was originally supposed to be an event, but they changed it because players didn't like events. They changed it into an episode. And where this episode lasts for 2 months. And when players looked at the vendor prices, they're like, what? These vendor prices are amazing. Well, that's because it's supposed to last for 2 months. Like, do you want episodes to last 2 months? I mean, you guys couldn't handle monthly episodes. God forbid you handle bi-monthly episodes. But yeah, but with this, I love these posters, by the way, that they do with these graphics. It's so great. Go art team. So, came out with the Amusement Mile Gang War Open World, which was open, I think, entirely for the lifetime that episode 29 was brand new. So I think actually everybody get to use it all the time. Rise of the Bat 4-player operation, Turf War Duo. Again, it was an RNG location with RNG bosses. Stop it. Stop it. We need those feats. And that's not giving us the replay value. That's annoying us to the max. And finally, the Gotham City Zoo, which was a normal. There was a normal and an elite version. So you got the duo. So you got a duo. Congratulations. There you go. Haha. But this is the first time we got to introduce Man-Bat. We got introduced to new base items, new gear inspired by Riddler, and my test server tune has the Riddler style on. And I have to say, the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, you know, I like to look professional once in a while. I like this. This looks good. Looks good. Nice little vest. I'm a vest guy. So with Riddled Crime, it honestly gave the villains the spotlight, because in the Amusement Mile Gang War Open World, it was Riddler versus Riddler versus Penguin? No, Riddler versus Joker, sorry. Riddler versus Joker. And it was amusing, to say the least. It was really amusing. Talia al Ghul kind of shoehorned her way in a bit. So that was interesting, to say the least. And then bringing in the Man-Bats as well, that was cool. What I also liked was the Man-Bat form trinket dropped in the raid, but in the elite raid you could get the Man-Bat henchman trinket. So you get a henchman of Man-Bat. That was cool. Oh, and big props and respect to Woman-Bat. We are an equal gender stream, by the way. Equal gender. Will's Crime was a semi-hit for me. It it was only supposed to last for 2 months. I love the open world. I really dug the open world aspect for it. And in the Gotham Zoo raid was pretty cool. The duo I hate with a passion because of the RNG on top of RNG. Random location with a random boss. It sucks. It just sucks. Arwen's favorite vendor pricing. It's favorite vendor pricing, but I mean, the vendor pricing reflected that it was going to last for 2 months. So, of course, it was dirt cheap vendor items, but I mean, you're not going to, I told a lot of people, it's like, you're not going to see that in episodes. You're not going to see that kind of pricing unless you expect episodes every 2 months. And again, players couldn't handle a monthly episode. God forbid you guys handle a bi-monthly. You couldn't handle monthly. Everyone hated quarterly episodes. Like, where's the middle ground? And the answer is there's no middle ground. There is none. But Amusement Mile, the World with Crime, the open world gave us every player who, well, it was a stat clamped instance, or a stat clamped open world. So it didn't matter what your level was, what your CR was, you go in there and play together. And that was really cool. And again, I do appreciate that kind of thing. And I did definitely bled more into Earth 3. Earth 3 pricing is far better than AOJ. It is. And again, Amazon Fury Part 3 and AOJ, those are things that are supposed to last 3 months plus. I don't think, and I'm not even sure how long Earth 3 is even going to last. It might last to 3 months or just that, but I don't know. Am I mad that the vendor prices are low? No. But am I going to keep my expectation that they're going to stay low? No. At any moment, I'm expecting the vendor prices to be back to high. And true. The game content, its content needs to last, not the vendor prices. But the vendor prices are the determination of how long the content you have to play to get it. And there are replays. People use their replay badges to make that trip a lot shorter. And more power to you. But we'll have to see what 2018 holds. But with the next episode, will it be the same prices of... Will it be AOJ prices or will it be Earth 3 prices? I'm expecting AOJ prices. I will expect AOJ prices every single episode. And that is to keep my expectations low. Just low. But Will with Crime, open world I liked. The instances were not the best to me. Again, my biggest complaint really is the duo. I hate random locations and random bosses, especially when you have a feat tied to them. And that just irks my nerves. And then in September, we celebrated Batman Day, because why not? And we say, oh, I'm sorry. It was Harley Quinn Day. It was Harley Quinn Day. She took over Batman Day, 2017. So you got the Harley Quinn 25th anniversary emblem. You got some hoodies for Batman Day hoodie, and also the Harley Quinn did hoodie. And then we also got some Batman. We got the Harley Quinn 25th anniversary covers. We got those for our base items. And a bitchin' Batman statue. A bitchin' black and white statue. Oh, it was by John Romita Jr. It's a base item floor and shelf versions. So thank you, developers, for that cool stuff. It's cool. Then the new thing, as we are in Gotham City for Riddled with Crime, we were giving the Gotham time capsule. Ah, Batman Beyond. We got a little tease of it in the Real with Crime for the 4-player operation. But the Batman Beyond gear that everyone's really been wanting since the game launched. Yay. Love it. Just love it. So we got the Batman-inspired gear, which this is the Elite version over here, and the Elite version has the lines area here. These lines, they move around, including the chest. It moves around a bit. Lights up. Everyone lights up. The Gotham emblems featuring the Gotham villains. You can see Harley. The Batman Rebirth. Man-Bat. Riddler. Catwoman. Yeah, it's Batman Rebirth emblem. So, and then we also got some cool, semi-cool, really. I say semi-cool. I do say, because we got the Riddled aura, which is a bunch of floating questions. Really interested to see on who really pulls that off. For me, it would just be a gag gift. It would be a gag aura just to put on. Then we have the energy aura, which is, for me, it's somewhat hard to see. It kind of, I wish it came out a little bit more at you. And then, honestly, one of the best auras. One of the best. If you have an Earth tune and you don't have this aura, you're doing yourself a disservice. I am trying to get this aura. This is the Sandstone aura. And the picture on all this stuff does not do it justice. You need to watch the video. You need to. So, the other thing that came out along with the Gotham time capsule was the quarks vendor. Quarks is a new currency that you get from the time capsules. When you open the time capsule, you get quarks. You automatically get a set number of quarks. When you open up the sub capsules, you have a choice to get the quarks or get the other items in there. When you you use those quarks on the vendor to buy different items. One of those is the blue smoke material, which on a full character it doesn't do it justice, but you also get the stealth material, which what I love about the stealth material is it shows every indentation of your armor. It doesn't just gloss over it like a lot of the native speed force or the Phoenix material. And the Phoenix material does show some of the ridges, but not as much as the stealth. It is dark and it is detailed. Detailed. The Quarks vendor also introduced the modular auras, which these are energy auras that you can put on different sections of your body. Because you're not supposed to put everything. Yeah, exactly right, Arwen. We need that clap emoji for Twitch. It's like, because you are not supposed to put everything on it. But this is one of the modular auras where you can put on the head, hands, and feet at the same time, or even on your right hand by itself. It's pretty awesome. The vendor also has tactical mod boxes, so this is where you get your tactical mods, like for your back and chest and legs and head. The Bombardier, Avatar Bombardier gear style came back, but it's in the form of the Bombardier gear box that you can get for your alts to help them level up a bit, and also get the styles. Train supply kit, XP boosters, Siricolas, all that stuff, and also a random gear from a Bombardier box. Crafting supplies, so you can buy complex and simple materials. Compound Omegas, you can buy them from the Quarks vendor. The Resplendent Cash, which was broken down a bit. This is one of the sectional auras that it comes with. It's basically the White Lantern aura. But here we have the sectional with the head, hands, and feet. Those are sold separately. They are not part of the Resplendent Cash. The Resplendent Cash does come with the opalescence material that you see on this character right now. It's the opalescence pearl white material. And then it also comes with the full diamond mist aura. That would be this, but all over your body. The resplendent cache also comes with a title. It's a 4-star feat. It's a 1 skill point. It's a 4-star feat. Comes with a title called Champion of Life. So, the Quarks vendor is located in the hall in your watchtower. I'm sorry, in your headquarters, watchtower and Hall of Doom. I think it's been put into the police stations. I can't honestly remember. I think that was a plan, but I don't know if it went through yet. But take a look at what's on the Quarks vendor. The prices, not gonna lie, the prices are steep. I have a forum post on the in the guide section of the forums that you can look at. I break down the pricing of the quarks, of these materials, by the quarks, by the time capsules, by the dollar amount. Please understand, and technically I really shouldn't have done it, but I did it anyways, but it shows kind of a roundabout. You get a minimum of 10 quarks when you open a time capsule. That's the 10 min. It could easily increase to 54, 67, 100 something. It could easily increase by a lot, but you'll have a minimum of 10. When you open a sub capsule, you have a choice of one of the 3 items or 10 quarks. That 10 quarks is a mandatory. It's all you get in a sub time capsule. So you can basically walk away with 20 quarks per time capsule, and that is the minimum I base my calculations on. So when you look at the pricing, yeah, it's going to look steep, but the developers have already also said, but people ignore, that this resplendent cache is something that they don't expect you to get in that first month. They don't expect you just to drop all this money at once. The resplendent cache is not going anywhere at this time. I can't tell the future. But they said it's not going anywhere right now, and you have time. Save up. If you really want it, you will save up. It is up to you as a player to make that choice. And again, you can either participate or you don't. It's up to you. No one's really forcing you to. Yes, that's a 4-star feat. It's a cool ass title. It's a skill point. Does that make it mandatory? Well, for completions out there, it probably does. But for the rest of us, not really. If you want to complete it, then you'll work towards it. Will it take you a year? Will it take you 2 years? Maybe. Just depends on you and your budgeting and you as an adult to make the choice. It's there. It doesn't mean you have to get it now. It means that you can work towards it to get it. Take time. Take your time. This thing came out, what, in September? It's now the end of December, so September, October, November, December. 3 months. 3 months, and I'm actually almost at the resplendent cache. But that's also because I kind of budget. I'm also a bad adult, and I just spend wherever the hell I want. But I mean, I've made the conscious effort to save up my quarks to get that capsule, or get that cache. And then once I do, I'm going to slowly get quarks build up back up and get other things individually that I really want. AKA, I'm going for that stealth material. I'm looking for you. But the quarks vendor was also not what we expected. We as a community expected the quarks vendor to kind of be that playing catch up. We expected it to, when you go into the quarks vendor, when you open a time capsule, you get some quarks, like, oh, well, I didn't get exactly what I wanted from this quarks vendor, or from the time capsule. Let me go to the vendor and let me go and save up and get the Phoenix material, or the collection for the Phoenix material. That was another thing that we as a community couldn't really understand what we wanted from the vendor. Did we want the vendor to give the material, or did we want the vendor to just have the collection and for us to take the collection to complete it? It was going to be either or. It was never going to be both. If it was going to be just the material itself, then look at the pricing for the stealth material. That's probably the price for Phoenix, for negative, for void, all that. It would probably be that price. if it was going to be just a collection, then I would think that would be pretty close to even maybe the blue smoke aura or material, or maybe even less. Probably a little less, but that's what we really need to figure out. It's like, would it be more beneficial to have the material fly out, or do we want to buy the collections individually? In which, in my mind, I see it as, here's the Phoenix material collection box. Buy the box, open the box, and there's a list of collections, and you choose which collection you want. And Dave got the Splendid Clash last week, so, you know, whatever. Okay. I'm all right. I'm all right. So, but that's the vendor. The vendor is going to be looking to get updated as time progresses, so we can only wait and see what is going to happen with it. Hopefully, one of the big things I have is adding moats to the vendor. I really want a box of moats that it will be, hey, here's a box of moats. Cool, buy the box, open the box. Here's each individual time capsule box of moats to have inside of it. Time Capsule Prime, Amazon, Cordian, all those. And when I open it, I get 5 or maybe even more. Please give me more than 5. Dear God in heaven. Give me options 5, 10, 15, 45. Give me I'll buy a box of 45. I will. Maybe. Don't quote me. Meps, don't quote me. Next in September, after I'm getting done with all that, it is time for the Witching Hour. Witching Hour returns in October. September announced it. The Witching Hour comes back with new items, new masks, a la Sor. This is the mask that Sor always likes to wear. He's an old player. And it also came with Isis. New kitty. We get a new kitty. If you got your kitty, I'm jealous. Also came with new feats. And it came with new base items. We got fog, mofos. Fog. Some good fog. Love the fog. Yeah, and then new. This face is new. The head and all that, and that. Yeah, it's new stuff. And the belt. Belt is new too. And then Isis, Selena's kitty. Yay. And then also a new style as well was the back. It was I believe it's a waist, shoulder, and back, which are the spiders. New little cool things there. I didn't get the spiders. I'm gonna have to wait till next year to get those. But those are one of the things I really wanted to get, but I just lost track of time and I missed out on a lot of the Halloween stuff. But I will do better next year. I will do better. So, Halloween is just really fun. The Witching Hour was actually our very first. I think that was our first. No, I think it was actually the Atlantic Sea, the Tides of War, being our seasonal with the stats revamp, and there were some issues that happened during the opening, which gets fixed. It got fixed, but it's all about tuning processes. And then in October, we got artifacts. Brand new artifacts. And I know there's some people asking questions in chat, and once we get done with the 2017 overview, I'll be able to answer some questions then. So the new side progression is a new little alternate progression was artifacts. Artifacts are there to help you gain a little bit of stats and also get some nice little group buffs. The first ones that we got are more probably geared towards the DPS side a little bit. I mean, controllers, healers, and tanks, we increase health, and over here, DPS, increase might based off of health, so you know. But artifact still is still a pretty fun thing. Something a little side thing. There's not even really a big grind to it because the nth metal that it takes to get to level your artifacts drops from all content. No real way to farm it. The way to farm it, just play the game. That's all you do is just play the game. I like artifacts. I'm really interested to see how the new one's coming out in the anniversary event. But the catalysts were kind of an irksome because you can only get a catalyst from an instance, from that specific instance, once every week because I have to reset it. It resets every week instead of every day. So there's your grind, is you're going to grind for catalysts. But you can also buy them off the broker and even trade them as well. So it's not too big of a grind. But I do like artifacts. I do, and I'm really interested to see on how the future of the system goes. If it goes higher than 11 or higher than 100, I'm really interested to see how it goes. I really like the artifact quest itself as well. Having to go through the places with Constantine is actually really pretty fun. So yeah, so increase the rank cast with new rank and milestone bonuses to make your character even more. So the future is looking good for this system. It's looking good. That's basically what's on game update 76. Is the new artifact system. We're almost home, guys. Halloween sale and Haunted Lair. I believe Carlin Carnage won the Haunted Lair, I believe. I believe she won something. And then right there at the end of October. I cannot believe it's been 2 months now since this announcement. Wow. It's been 2 months. DCUO is no longer going to be active on PlayStation 3. It is going bye-bye. They will no longer support the PlayStation 3 game. They ended on January 31st. So, technically, if you want to keep playing regularly, you will need to get a PlayStation 4 by the end of next month. Also, I understand players are just like, how am I supposed to afford a PlayStation 4? So expensive. No one really can afford it. And it's like, well, as an adult, budget. As a child, mow some lawns. Cut some hair. You have options to kind of make money. I'm not even sure how many players are on the PlayStation 3 because PlayStation Network kind of reads everything together. And it's not you have to do anything extra. You get a PlayStation 4, log in with your PSN, and then you just re-download the game, and you're done. Everything's already there for you. Everything is saved on the PSN, so you just have to buy a new console. Even you can buy a used one over on GameStop, even from Best Buy. They started doing used stuff. So, what will the PlayStation 3 leaving? What will that mean for DCUO for us? Not sure. MEP's never said. We have guesses. We have speculations. Oh, the graphics engine is going to be updated. Yeah. Well, calm down there, Pokey. It's still Unreal Engine 3. It's not like we're using 4. I think we're still using 3. It's still the Unreal Engine. It's still also on console. I don't care what you say. You're still a goddamn console game. It's not the best in the world, especially being 7 years old. But do I want to see graphics updates? I do. I play on PC. Of course I want to see graphics updates. I want my actual PC graphics to actually be like, yeah, it's great. But I can't really speculate on what's going to happen to DCUO when PlayStation 3 is done. I'm not sure what plans they have. Some new animations, new graphics. I honestly don't know. Maybe more content. Maybe we'll be able to have more content or in our episodes. They really won't tell us what's going on, but they probably won't until it actually comes out, because can't really give out a lot of things ahead of time. That's business. Come on, Raph, you'll let some kid cut their hair. They need that PlayStation 4 money, man. They need that PlayStation 4 money. They need it. And now we're in November. Artifacts are available. Yes. Episode 30, or I'm sorry, episode 30, Earth 3, joins test. Bonus currency weekend. And then, yeah, it was actually really quick test for Earth 3. Because it just came out. Boom. Now, Earth 3 is a hybrid. Thank you, Arwen. I'm missing you already, Arwen. Missing you. So, episode 30 is, in all aspects, it's a hybrid. Not the Prius hybrid. This is actually a good hybrid. You know, like a Tesla hybrid. And I say hybrid because it is an episode, but it's also an event. And I don't really even want to call it a hybrid. I don't even want to call it an event. But what the event side is that players are able to play the Duo the Visitor, Tri-Corner Yards open world area, the 4-player alert injustice system, the escape raid, and the Panopticon raid. They're able to play all of those in the event menu. If you are lower than CR 207, you play the event versions. You have access to all of it. Brand new characters at level 10 can log in and play the brand new episode content. That is awesome. And that is, again, I can't say awesome enough. It is fantastic, especially for me who wants to play more of his alts. And I don't like that the whole content is great and everything, but it's also stagnant, and it's like I really want to get to the new content. And I can now. I do my open world content with my alts. I run the raids, I run all the content in the event, and I get gear to help me level up that will get me through these CRs a lot faster to get the proper in-game. And now my main character, I actually run the proper in-game stuff because it's there. It's still a bit harder, but it's basically the regular version. And there's also the elite version of the 2 raids that you can run. Another cool thing that this episode did was remove the elite progress points. Yes. So at launch of this game, you can go in and do the elite raids as much as you want and not have to worry about the old stuff. And you get more marks, you get more rewards for running the elite because it's the harder content. Of course you're going to get rewarded more. But this allows players options, and that's great. It allows players options to how to play. If you want to dumb down, easy it, close your eyes and go out there and nail it, run the event content. If you want normal difficulty and have a little bit of it, then you run the regular stuff. If you want the be all end all, you run the 2 elite raids. Would it be good to have the elite alert? Will have an elite alert with it? Yes. I'll probably run that elite alert much more than the normal alert. But I really want elite alerts back. I really want those back. And at the same time, we get member boxes when we run this. If you are a member, you get a bonus treasure box that has base items, that has more gear that has the enhanced styles to Johnny Quick style. Which new gear is the Johnny Quick inspired gear and the Owlman inspired gear. If you have a member box, you get the enhanced version of the Johnny Quick stuff that you can give to alts, you can give to friends, you can put on the broker, everywhere. It's great. It's so great. But Earth 3 for me is my favorite episode right now. It's almost all the way up there to Hands of Fate, because Hands of Fate is my number one. Earth 3 is a close second, a very close second. It's like one. It's Earth. It's number 1 is Hand of Fate. Number 1B is Earth 3, and it's because of how accessible it is to all the players, to every player, and I absolutely love it when I'm playing my alts to go in and play the brand new in-game stuff, and I can get that done and get my CR up much faster, and get some styles. So I appreciate that. Now, this event thing is going to last until episode 31. I'm hoping when episode 31 launches, it's going to have this event style as well for all players. But when that happens, Earth 3 will lose their event status. Will lose all that event content, and you would have to buy the episode to keep playing Earth 3 content in regular and elite form. And also to buy stuff from the vendor. So keep that in mind. We have all these months to play Earth 3 whenever they announce episode 31. When that episode comes out, I'm hoping that the event tab gets updated to that episode's content for everybody to run. I think it's working out really well, and I hope that the figures on their end proves it. Love Earth 3. I'm also a big Justice League comic art poster as well. I mean, come on. Justice League movie. Woo woo. So great. So good. But I'm also a big Forever Evil, and I've said it many times, but Forever Evil is my favorite storyline from DC Comics. Forever Evil was done very well. I absolutely loved it. I really hope we would have gotten that a little bit with Real with Crime and a little bit with Earth 3. But, I mean, it was Crime Syndicate form, so I can't really too much complain, but it was great. And then it was the Notorious Time Capsule as well. Came with it. And this was the gear inspired by Alexander Luthor, who came to talk to us. So it's the Visitor gear. I'm thinking this is the Elite version over here, because my gear I can't color that area. I really want to. Or at least I don't remember trying. Then it came with Notorious Emblems, which was all based off of the Crime Syndicate. Deathstorm, and I wear on one of my characters, and it's alright. It's not the best. Notorious Collectors came out with the Kryptonian Hands Aura. This is our hand auras. I got this. These guys are wearing the chrome material. I really want to get the chrome material too. And then this woman is rocking the Emerald Aura. The Umbral Storm, sorry. The Umbral Storm that I found out was inspired by Deathstorm. So I have to have this on my Atomic Tune. I have to have it. Forever Evil over Blackest Night. Yes, Raph. I loved Blackest Night. Brightest Day, not really. I mean, go Deadman, though. Go Deadman. But, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Forever Evil it tops Blackest Night for me. And I love reading Blackest Night. I love rereading it. But, like, Forever Evil, just the Trinity War that led into Forever Evil, the villains, oh, God. Even the Rogues, once again, the Rogues side story just was amazing. It was just awesome. I love the Rogue side story. Because the Rogues don't care about world domination. They're freaking thieves. That's all I care about. It's great. And then the look on their face when the crime syndicate walks out of the portal, just going, "What up, bitches? This is our world now." And we find out who they were running from, and Justice League is gone. It's basically Lex Luthor and his team of Injustice League. They defeat the crime syndicate. It was great. I really do like the Notorious Time Capsule. I really do like the hands. If you are I use hand blasters, so it kind of overrides the style on my character. But yeah, I definitely like my visitor gear as well. It's really good. Really like this time capsule. It's one of my top ones. Then of course there's a Black Friday sale for November. What? It was good. Hotness, I spent a lot. There's a lot of money. And then Season's Greetings. The seasonal event that's currently going on right now as of this recording ends on January 2nd, ends next week. So Captain Cold inspired gear. And I really want those enhanced goggles. I still have not gotten them. I got them on one tune, but I want them on another. New Penguin as well. Cool. So I do like this cap. I mean, if you're dual pistols, get the waist. You need to buy the waist. Buy it. And then the classic holiday gift tree was awesome because it gave a reward and a collection for 12 straight days, all the way leading until to December 22nd. So it was really cool, and it gave us this the fairy light aura, which is this right here, these Christmas lights. I don't think there's a post. Yeah, there wasn't a post talking about what the collections were, but all those collections for that fairy light we got for free with the tree. If we were here if you were here for all 12 of those days. If you weren't here for it, go to the winter seasonal vendor right in your headquarters and go to the vendor. They cost 1 holly leaf. You get 16 per day when you do the outdoor mission, then the seasonal event, and then complete that mission. You get a total of 16. And it costs 1. There's 12 of them, and you get 3 skill points just for completing that collection. For 12 holly leaves, worth it. Worth it. I really enjoyed that. If that is what the leprechaun, if that's what the Valentine's Day base item did, if it did that for these number of days, get the collection, and then you can rebuy them off the vendor, that needs to be incorporated with the other seasonals. What Christmas did, on point. On point. Bring that same system to Valentine's Day. Bring it to St. Patrick's Day for those base items. It would be much more enjoyable, and then it will even still get players to go out and do the open world, and they can buy it for the vendor and get it for alts. I would be okay with that. I would be okay. Then Ultra Bucks weekend happened. That was cool. And then the winter sale, which never say persistence doesn't work, because persistence does. Because the winter sale came and it brought my 40 pack of stabilizers. Booyah! Love it. These were a hot ticket item last year in 2016. I'm super happy we got it back. It's yes. Terrific. I mean, I bought a total of 80. I had 80 stabilizers I opened. I used. And I really wish I would have gotten another 40 so I can get prepared for the next stabilizer key or stabilizer, or I'm sorry, the next time capsule, whatever it is. But I'm happy when I see it come back next year. I'll hopefully be more prepared. And yes, thank you, Jareth, for making a forum post and Twitter, and thank you, Jacob, for making an awesome gift for me as well. It's a team effort from the Crash Core. Team effort to get the 40 keys back. So, yay. We work. And that is it. That is 2017 all caught up. And we are looking at the anniversary event. Is currently on test server. And it introduces a new mission. The anniversary event does introduce a new mission. Let me actually see if this thing actually says anything about it in this post. It does not, but the full... Oh, wait, actually it does. So, a new solo mission, a world past hope and fear, which actually, that mission is tied in to Earth 3. So, if you've already done Earth 3, then... And then you go into the anniversary event. This mission will continue on with that storyline. It's only a solo mission, and it's reset daily. But at least it's a little bit more of a story to continue going on. Some new styles and base items. The Exobyte Boost style is on the vendor, which is based off of Fracture. He is the original Exobyte enhanced superhero that we saw back in year 1. Or year 2. It was one of those old videos. Crypto, the Wonder Dog, is going to be a base pet. So you can get him from the vendor. New artifacts and a new artifact equipment slot. So we're going to have 2 new slots. 2 slots for artifacts. So you don't... It's not an override thing. It's like you have your artifact 1 in, and then you get one of these, and you can put it in the second... You can put it in that second location. Or you can put the, you can use like a controller or a tank or DPS ones together in your 2 artifact lines. You can mix and match. But yeah, and they also did some adjustments to the raid. The raid is now no longer daily; it's now a weekly raid, and that weekly raid gives 16 crowns. It's expensive. It's high. And yeah, so and then the Quarian crowns will be sold on the marketplace like every other event, seasonal event. So pretty cool. And open world missions can now be replayed, so you can spend replay badges if you wish. That was another thing as well. Last year, the anniversary event did not do that. Yeah, PlayStation 4 went to sleep, Raph. So that's 2017. Starro was a big hit. Artifacts was awesome. Stats Revamp finally came out. Stats Revamp was good, but also Stats Revamp was bad. Not every power is made the same or is working the same. We're still having to relearn a lot of it. Some loadouts work, some don't. Some powers work, some don't. We're still in a balancing act with it. Still in a balancing act. So give me one moment. I'm going to run downstairs so I can grab my Gatorades because I need my throat moistened. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Toilet crash. Wow. Oh, Gatorade. Lifeblood. Woo. Thank you for that. I feel much better. Much better. So, that was 2017. It's now over with. And we have 2018 to look forward to. So, as DCUO made a Facebook post and also a Twitter post asking, what do we as a community want to see from DCUO in 2012? 2018. Wow, 2012. And it's a good question. My list isn't as long as I thought it was going to be. So, but first things first is, and these are importance of no specific order. It was just me thinking out loud and what I wanted to see. So first thing I wanted was style unlocking. Style unlocking was something that was announced, I want to say even last year or the year before, to spin replay badges and unlock styles for alts. If one character has an alt or has a style, you go to your alt and you will see that just like how it is in the feats. That style will be in a listing, and you spin a replay badge, spin whatever replay badge, and it will unlock for you. Pretty neat. But it was also, I think, in a time before time capsules was really becoming a thing. And now that we have time capsules out, what would that mean for the materials and for the auras and even for the styles that we got from those time capsules? Would those be able to be shared? Would those be unlocked on other characters? How will that affect time capsule sales? That's what you have to keep in mind. And to me, that might be one of the things that's been pushing style unlocking back further, and further. Style unlocking, if it comes out, it may not include the time capsule materials and stuff. It might not even include those. But if it did, it certainly wouldn't be the 1, 3, or 5 that we see in feats now. I could see it very expensive to unlock a time capsule material or item. Or just a style. We'll just go with the word style. But if it is part of the unlocking, then what does that mean for players who want to open more boxes to try and get these collections again for their alts? Sure, style unlocking will definitely help out with that, but if you already collected it on one character and you're like, I really want this on an alt, it's gonna put that player to buy more keys or even go to the broker and recollect those collections again for that alt. If the style unlocking occurs, will that hurt the time capsules, or will it even be unaffected? Not really sure. That's kind of the guessing game that we have to play, and I'm not sure how to really even treat it. We don't really know what the cost would be for style unlocking to begin with, but if the time capsule materials and style items are part of it, I would reckon it would definitely be much more expensive than the regular styles that we all get throughout the game outside of time capsules. So it'll be something interesting. Really hope we hear something from that. Next, the elite progress points removed. MEP stated in the forum post that they are looking to get all the progress points removed from the game for the elite content. So I'm putting that as my wish list, but I know I have a feeling it's going to come, but I really just want to put that as my wish list. Like, I really want that. I really want that. Next, unattuned items in the lower tiers. As I'm, of course, leveling up my atomic tune, I am getting healer gear, controller gear, dropping like candy. And it's like, oh god, I don't want this. I want that style, but I'm not that role. I'm not a healer or controller. I'm a tank. Come on, I want that style. I want the unattuned items, unattuned boxes in lower content. That's probably one of my biggest things for the wish list that I would want for the game. I want unattuned boxes. I think you get them in tier 4 with the duos, with those tier 4 duos. You get unattuned boxes there, but it really doesn't become a mainstay until maybe around tier 5 or 6. And those are great, but I really want to get like the Rapture and the Viking style. Well, Viking actually is tank. The Rapture and some of the other ones that are from earlier tiers. I really want those styles. And of course there's feet for them, but I'm not that role to get them. And that will eliminate that whole role. You have to be this role to get that style. Just give me the style. Just give it to me. I wrote it down during the podcast, but I definitely put down the Valentine's Day seasonal event. I want an instance. I want a Valentine's Day instance again. I know it can't be the Aphrodite that I know and love from year 1. Or from actually year 0, technically. I want an actual event instance. I want, even if it's like Star Sapphire somehow, something. So Star Sapphire runs amok. We have to calm Carol Ferris because she didn't get a Valentine's Day from Green Lantern. That would be amazing. She's full of... We could get like we could get Carol Ferris rage. She gets all ragey. No, now I'm just making it into a whole thing. No. She's just mad as a Star Sapphire that Green Lantern didn't remember Valentine's Day, and so we have to fight her to calm her down, and here comes Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. By the way, I remembered. Happy Valentine's Day. Something quick and easy. It's fine, it's a seasonal. And then for me would be, like I said earlier, the moats on a V-Day alert. Do we have a Valentine's Day alert? Is Valentine's Day happening so much so long ago that I don't remember them? Because I do not remember a Valentine's Day alert. I remember the one we had before in year 0 with Aphrodite and my Cupids. Cherubs, really. But for me, another thing I wrote down was moats on the quarks vendor. Like I said, I want box of moats. Buy the box. Open the box. There's other boxes in there with each individual time capsule. Mr. Freeze alert is the V-Day one. Yeah, I do not remember the Mr. Freeze alert. Wow, I do not remember it. The V-Day race was easy. You can complete that. But yeah, I do not remember the Mr. Freeze alert. I do not remember it one bit. I don't even think I have. If I don't remember that, I don't have a video of it. Or at least I don't remember Valentine's Day that much. Yeah, my mind is literally drawing a blank on Mr. Freeze. No, I remember it now. I remember it. We have to go in there and stop Mr. Freeze. We have to destroy this. Those 3 or 2 platforms or something on them. We have to destroy them or to get them. And yep, I remember now. I remember. So we do have an event. Cool. Look at there. 2018 wish list done. Crossing it out. I remember now. I do remember it. It comes back to me slowly. But yeah, the Januaries. Yeah, I remember it. But yeah, so moats on the quarks vendor will be really good for me because, I mean, I'm sitting with a lot of the... I have completed all of the time capsule gear. But I can't make the enhanced gear without moats. And I want the moat... If the moats were on the quarks vendor, I probably would not have my Resplendent... I probably would still not get my Resplendent cash anytime soon because I would be buying a bunch of moats. So I think moats on the Quarks vendor is something I'm looking for 2018. But that's my list. What you got? What's the one? I'm gonna make it easy. I don't want to list a list from everybody, but give me your number one thing you want to see from in DCUO next year. Number one. Uno number one. And I'll wait for you guys to type that up. I was told by my buddy Baxter to look up a show on Hulu called Travel Man. I've never heard of it. I'm on Hulu every day. Oh my God. Is that Moss? It's Moss. What? What is he doing? Oh. Yeah, he travels, him and a celebrity travel companion jet off into exciting locations. Oh, okay. Travel Man, 48 hours in, ... Okay, that's cool. Let's see. Burka Dave, I would like to add to the list global name options for everyone in DCUO. I'm thinking that you want that as like I think the SWOTOR do that where like for my account name is Trexlight. Well, it's actually not, but as an example, my character name is Trexrage, but over here on the side of it, or even above or below, it will be my account name, which is Trexlight 1. I'm guessing that's kind of what you mean. I want to see an in-game social hub like WaveDocs. WaveDocs isn't a social hub though. Are you just wanting WaveDocs in game? Is that what you really need? The new currency from Jacob. New currency system for old content that they brought up in August earlier this year. Oh yeah, that was during the a new currency system would be interesting. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. So that's what so Vagenda wants an in-game WaveDocs thing. Okay. I can see that. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's what Dave means. It's just global name, so he can stop seeing triple X cursed one XX. That honestly, the global names seems like a nice idea, but when you put it in game, it's an eyesore. It is a huge eyesore to me when I played a bunch of other games. He's basically wanting like for me, when you see my name, I'm Trexrage. That's my name, Trexrage. But then right below, it would be my social name, which would be, actually, better example, Blizzard. Blizzard kind of has a social aspect to it, where it would be, my name would be Trexus, right up here would be Trexus, but then below me, it will show my battle dot name, which is Trexlight. It'd just be right down there. So it shows where, because people can whisper me my character, Trexrage, but then my friends who I'm friends listed in the Battle.net launcher, they would actually whisper my account, and it would be a different color, and we would talk that way. Year-round seasonal is not bad. Let me go back here. Come back up. Yeah, new currency system wouldn't be too bad. If they do have a plan, I would like to really see what they would do with it. Only shows are currently watching Runaways, and the Small Business Revolution Runaways is great. It's called We're Getting Up Trex in Europe Next. I hit it yesterday. Yours is coming up. Oh, shush it, Raph. Let's see. Hopefully my explanation worked out for you, Don, so you can really see it. Event with Gorilla City open world from Suey's Falls. Okay, I got you. Epic Lurker, my DCO biggest wish that they would remember to make stuff for heroes other than Batman. Where is my static storyline? Static X storyline. You heard it. Static X storyline. Time tracker. What I would like is for one thing that I don't know if it was cleared up, and that's for rare items from the time capsules to not be tied into the broker, meaning the higher the cost on the broker, the rarer the item. Time tracker, you can't fix that. Developers can't fix that. That is a play. The broker is player run, and the players will put the items on there for however much amount. Unless you can really go to each individual player and tell them to stop, it's high prices are not going to stop. That's completely all player run. If the developers ever come into contact with manhandling the broker, putting a maximum cap on how much people can put in, then that's basically the same as Big Brother coming in, and no one likes Big Brother. We're in 2017, and we don't like Big Brother, the show or the government. As I'm going to take this opportunity to thank you so much to Dying Shark 932 for the follow. Thank you so much. More Supergirl styles based on the CW show. I'm going to take that as all new costumes based off of all the CW shows. I'm roping Supergirl in with all the legends, with all the Flash. I would like a vibe outfit. Give me vibe. Vibe. Trippa. Hey, man. Number one thing, revamp the on-duty setup so that we have online lobbies for all game modes, including mic only. I'm trying to remember who has something like that. The way on how World of Warcraft handles their LFG, I like that a lot better. That's the best setup I've seen for LFG. A mic only option would be, I would like that change. I would like an option to put mic only. That would be cool. I need to look at World of Warcraft's LFG again, because I really, like I said, I do like their setup. And the one reason I like their setup is because they actually have it to, especially for their LFR looking for raids, they have it concrete. It is concrete on how your group size is, on what your group makeup is. You have to have such, and such in order to queue, in order to get into the instance. And I think and honestly, no one really changes their spec. No one switches. If you queue in as a tank and you get into the instance of the tank, no one switches to DPS, unless like something bad happens, then we switch. But yeah, it's World of Warcraft's LFG. I've always enjoyed. I want Red Hood added to the game. We got the style, but I want Jason Todd. Also fix Big Gun for Marcus Kelly. Well, one of those two things can only happen, so you have to choose one or the other. The option, Machete, should be to have your mic log in, queuing in with mics on would work, but then you'll still have the option to turn it off. And that's another big thing as well is players need to understand open mic rules. And honestly, that's honestly where I'm happy at some games. You're able to mute them, and I will just mute them. Actually, the Robin that we have in game is not Jason Todd. It's Tim Drake. The one in East End, Gotham City, that's Tim Drake. That is Timmy, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably replace him with Damien pretty soon. Because Damien's an asshole. Fuck you, Damien. No one likes you, Damien. No one. Does anyone else have any DCUO 2018 wishes? Damian Wayne is the best. Well, it's always good to be a dick instead of a bastard, you know, Jacob? You know? Bring back the option to buy a lifetime membership. They are definitely not going to do that. Yep, push to mute. Hell yes. Hell yes. I will mute someone in a heartbeat. I will definitely mute people. It's like, oh my god, dude, you gotta calm your kid. You gotta calm your kid. Take him to the other room. You need to play your game in the other room. It's like, God, I'm watching my kid. Like, then mute. If you guys talk to me, you can type. I don't need to hear that kid crying. I only hear my kid crying. I don't even have a kid. See? That's how weird it is. I only hear it crying. Yeah, but the option for legendary of lifetime membership, that's honestly, that hurts a game more than anything. In my eyes, it hurts because as you can see, like Dave bought lifetime membership, and DCO's technically been playing him. Damn, I missed the chest. DCO's basically been paying him to play for the past 5 years. In-game T-shirts that say "I bought lifetime and all I got was this lousy T-shirt" for lifetimers. Yeah, that would be awesome. I would be A-okay with it. Well, the chest showed up on my screen as I looked. Sure. What are my points? Yep, there they are. I'll never tell. So I guess that's it for the 2018 wish list. Like, it's a pretty short list. But let's see. I'm only guessing that developers developers might be coming back. My guess is going to be probably like either Tuesday the 2nd or Wednesday the 3rd. And the winter event ends on the 2nd. I would be impressed if the anniversary event starts on Wednesday the 3rd, but I think it might start on the 10th. The January 11th is the anniversary date for DCUO, which falls on a Thursday. Reset day. How fun is that? So I'm thinking the anniversary event will probably start on the 10th, and we might have some information coming on the 11th of basically almost like a roadmap. Yeah, new PvP characters would be nice if PvP was even balanced to begin with, especially in the Legends. Yeah, we were supposed to get Grodd a long time ago, but I'm not sure what stalled that in any fashion. So, but thank you guys so much. That's the extra long year in review-ish and a little bit of a 2018 wish list. Oh, second wish would be to revamp the PvP / Ring of War so that it has the best of what PvE has, i.e. Zamoran PvP raids, Oracles, and LPVE raids. It's not an interesting thing. I really want to see Ring of War and Diamond Heist to be brought up a little bit better. I'm not sure what would be done with it, but a little better. My wish, Dave's wish to have the EU and NA servers merge. Nope, not possible. No one wants that. Nope. EU would just crash. The EU servers, the lag there, and I know there's EU players who play on the NA side, but nah. Population, I completely get. But yeah, you also get a language issue. You will get a language issue. The latency would just be terrible because you're basically having EU run off of NA servers, and the distance is just, it would be bad. It would just be bad. But I definitely see why we would even want that is because of population. I mean, I would even get Tori Mumu to come over to the Crash Course because, he loves me. And I like him. I mean, we already get somewhat of a language barrier with the Brazil team, with the Brazils. So, with the Brazilians. Portuguese. They speak Portuguese, I found out. They speak Portuguese. Dave has one more wish. Can we get an SOE live for Daybreak? Daybreak Live. 2018 wish list. And even I'm going to put that on. That's going to be on my list too. A Daybreak Live event needs to happen. Daybreak needs to happen. Also, I don't know if you guys actually know this. This is not under the Daybreak flag, like they own it or anything, but Daybreak is actually part with game devs and everything. They work. Daybreak actually is now a part of the development team for Lord of the Rings Online and for Dungeons and Dragons Online. They actually are looking for people on their career page. And I remember reading that news report that Daybreak is helping them out also as developers for those two games. So I think it might be the studio that makes those is under Daybreak now, but I can't remember how that setup is. Like to see some in-game public events return, Halloween parties and all that. Yeah, I mean, those are player run. It'd be interesting to see if, like, even if Meps would be able to somehow organize something like that. Like, if he has his lair and he's like, all right, guys, come on, step on in. But a lot of that stuff is also player run. Standing Stone. I think that's what it is. I think it was Standing Stone is part of Daybreak now. Not saying that Standing Stone is still a development team, but I think like Standing Stone and Daybreak, not like a merger, but maybe more of a partnership and helping them out. No, I would not be at the Justice Girl Christmas party tomorrow. I might be in game, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to make the party or not. I'm not sure who bought out Turbine. I cannot remember. No any information about new time capsules. I'm not sure about that yet. I'm hoping that we see the Resurgence capsules and the Anomaly capsules come back in January. Wish to see Maps randomly spawn insane CR bosses. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Whew, sorry, my eye has been bothering me all day. I don't know why. But that's going to be it for me for tonight. I do appreciate all you guys tuning in for the podcast. 2018 wish list for me. More DCUO podcasts. Might be a monthly thing. Information. Mew, mew. Meant to do that earlier of agenda, so I'll even do it again. Mew, mew. I've been thinking about it this week to bring the DCO podcast back. It can't be a weekly thing, mainly because I have other projects I'm going to be doing. It also can't be a bi-weekly as well. Treasure chest. But it also isn't somewhat of a weekly, bi-weekly I can do, because a lot of information doesn't come out. So I think doing a monthly roundup of information from DCUO would probably be a little bit better, because that's a whole month of information I can gather up and we can deliver it and give a good recap of the month. So I might come back and do a DCUO podcast every month. We'll see what January looks like. We'll see. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's not exactly the gameplay material that everybody liked, and if you guys have any questions that I didn't even get the answer here on Twitch, you can follow me over on our Discord channel in the DCUO section, and you can ask any questions there. If you are new to the game or anything, have questions, please join us. We have fun. We have conversations. It's a great place. It's great fun. This will be on YouTube. I'm actually going to have the replay going as soon as this is over with. I'll have the vodcast up in about 10 minutes afterwards. But then I'll also work on getting this on YouTube tomorrow. So, mainly I can't do it tonight because as the vodcast is going, most of the time my internet's kind of crap and I can't upload either. But we'll see. We'll see. But if I can get it on tonight, then I will. I am done for the night. I have this. My eye has been bothering me, so I want to try and put some medicine, or find whatever medicine I can. Probably put some NyQuil in it or something. But tomorrow is a day off. I'm off tomorrow, so I might be doing a morning stream if I can wake up. If I wake up, if I want to. It's my day off. It's my day off, and I'll sleep if I want to. Meow, 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 meow. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to join us over on our Discord channel, and of course follow me over on Twitter at ThisIsTrex and on Facebook.com/Trexlight. If you guys dismiss anything, be sure to catch the vodcast that'll be going on in a few minutes. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys, of course, this weekend for some good New Year's Eve fun, and on Monday as we start up the CCF month 2 with Monday Night Mayhem. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Just pay attention to Discord and Twitter and everything, and I'll post when I go live. Good night, guys. Mwah. Night.